on this 75th year Amrit Mahotsav of Chinmaya Mission, on the occasion of Pujya Gurudev's 110th Jayanti, I'm coming straight from Siddhabadi up in the Himalayas, in the north, from his Mahasamadhi abode to his birthplace, Ernakulam. So I bring his blessings for all of you. The advantage of speaking in the end of a function is that you don't have anything to say, because they don't leave anything for you to say. So all the thank yous have been said already. I echo the same sentiments, appreciation for all those who have made this very special program possible. Swami Advayananda said something very beautiful, that Pujya Gurudev gave us the Gita. But when I was thinking, a thought came to my mind that he was not only a phenomenal speaker, orator, teacher of the Bhagavad Gita, commentator, all in one, but in fact, those of us who not only learnt the Bhagavad Gita directly from him, but were able to see him, observe him, we recognize that he is the living embodiment of the Bhagavad Gita. He is the Bhagavad Gita himself. Because every action of his, not just every word, was living the Bhagavad Gita, a living book, a living demonstration of what Sri Krishna has said and encouraged Arjuna to live, by which not only we attained great success in our life, but also the spiritual perfection. And for Pujya Gurudev, true to the Rishi culture, the ultimate goal, purpose of life may be to realize the truth, to realize the infinite, not to become, but to recognize and discover our oneness with the Supreme, with the infinite. But Pujya Gurudev, true to the Gita Acharya, that really even greater than realization, if one can say, is that even after realization, those spiritual masters serve the world by not only themselves going across this ocean of samsara, but taking many along with them. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna himself says that no person has done greater service to me than one who takes this knowledge to devotees, to pure at heart, and very often misunderstanding that, many people became judgmental that this knowledge is not for everyone. But Pujya Gurudev, without judging anyone, without seeing that a person is fit or unfit, he says, this is that knowledge that protects itself from wrong hands. And as many spiritual masters remain aghast that very often spiritual path is considered as an individualistic journey, a path that you walk alone. Even your own spouse may not be conducive or would walk with you. You come alone, you go alone from this world, but the spiritual path is a path that you walk alone. But Pujya Gurudev, he brought this knowledge to everyone, and even great spiritual masters remain aghast, as I said, that we give spiritual knowledge to individuals. But Swami Chinmayananda gave the knowledge to the entire family. How this knowledge can be given to children, to youth, to people from different diverse backgrounds, country, race. In this era, if somebody has been able to do it, it is only Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda. And his great contribution is not just the clarity with which he taught Vedanta, not only he demonstrated it through his life, but his great grand vision of oneness. There's a lot of talk on oneness, Advaita also. But Advaita lived is love. How moment to moment he lived in that inspiration of love, giving every breath of his life. As far as Brahman is concerned, the scriptures are so clear in indicating, giving us the methodology of how to realize Brahman. What is the nature of Brahman? But even the scriptures fail to describe the multifaceted, multidimensional personality of a Sthita Pragya. To even capture their work, their life, their contribution. As Bhagwan says about Hanumanji, Sahas Vadan tum rojas gave. Sanakadik Brahmadi Munisa Narad Sarad Sahit Aisa Jam Kuber Digapal Jahate Kabiko Bid Kahi Sake Kahate. That even the great teachers, Sharda Devi, cannot describe and exhaust the glory of such a devotee, such a jnani, and most important, someone who is a master but who made himself a sevak. Someone who served the world, not just humanity, including the ecology. If you go to describe what Gurudev has done, in all aspects through the education field, and Chinmaya International Foundation and Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth is in fact one of those lofty visions that Pujya Gurudev had of reviving our Indian knowledge, not just the Indian knowledge, but Indian knowledge system in which this knowledge can thrive. Many people say that Pujya Gurudev brought this knowledge, saved our culture, saved our country by bringing this knowledge in English to the educated masses. No doubt, other masters have also done speaking in English. But the depth of the scriptures in English, everybody knows it is Pujya Gurudev. But rarely do we understand the importance of what he has achieved. Lose a language and you've lost a certain method, not just a vocabulary, but a certain method of thinking, a certain capacity of thinking, a certain emotion and attitude that takes years to build through a culture. Lose a language, you lose a culture. You lose a culture, you lose a certain mindset. And therefore, even though scholars, scientists round the world, and do you know how many books of our knowledge have been taken abroad, and it is in thousands, and it's not just hearsay, which are being studied, investigated into. Maybe many discoveries that are coming up could be from there. But when they are honest, they say that Indians had the formulae that even a child will be able to do those complex mathematics that computers of those days would take even hours or even days to calculate. The only thing they remain in wonder is, how did they come to recognize, or how did they come to give such formula? having the mindset of only linear deduction. Like we all have been brought up with our present education system. They want to see the process so that they can duplicate it, they can reinvent, or they can invent new things. But what was that Indian knowledge system that created the mindset to discover such amazing knowledge? And Pujya Gurudev did not just teach Vedanta, did not just inspire, did not just demonstrate. He taught that knowledge to our mindsets that would be unable to understand in depth or get an insight into this knowledge if it was not for his unique, integrated approach to life. And that was his vision for education, and particularly for Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. That we integrate our Indian knowledge system with contemporary knowledge. But to revive this Indian knowledge system, to be able to understand and go into the depth, rediscover the phenomenal knowledge that our rishis, scientists have left behind, it requires a certain mindset. And if we study Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda's, call it style, call it approach, in how he taught Vedanta in these modern times, we would be able to decipher the methodology by which we can tap into our Indian knowledge systems, because pretty much that mindset has been lost. But in spite of a completely different mindset that may be unfit to think holistically, multidimensionally, liberally, if we study the style and the methodology, the very vocabulary with which he has explained Vedanta, we would be able to revive many of our knowledge systems. So with this, on this very special occasion, I again express my heartfelt gratitude that round the world, huge functions are happening of different types to take the love, the vision, the teachings, and the mission of Pujya Gurudev, and befitting for Chinmaya International Foundation, SIF, Shodha Sansthan, and Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth that we have a conference like this. So thank you everyone for those who have been able on this special occasion to organize such a function befitting to Pujya Gurudev and in an institution of education. And let us take this institution of education by Pujya Gurudev, who not only taught value-based education, but also taught this integrated approach to ancient and modern, East and West. I even express my gratitude over the years of the contribution of Chinmaya International Foundation and the years we've had of CVV, Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, and all those who have participated, keynote speakers, those who have submitted their papers, even all the delegates who have come here to be inspired. To each and every one of you, my heartfelt gratitude, and I invoke the blessings of Pujya Gurudev that may all of us have the glory in this human life. They said, Acharyavan Purusho Veda. We have got such a great Guru, Acharya, whose parampara still continues. Let us benefit through all the various different institutions. Take all these institutions to reach out to the maximum people with excellence, and all of us fulfill our life. Thank you very much, and greetings, and would like to see all of you coming for our Amrit Utsav Sammelan in October 23rd, 24th, 25th this year at Bharat Mandapam, Delhi, where you will have many more wonderful programs for your benefit, for your family's benefit, as well as how we can spread Pujya Gurudev's vision and his mission of love. Hari Om.